first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown Bears! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Garcia. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Bernard. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. What a grab with one hand.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
Now on first down from the 30. The run inside. It's Bernard. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. Drills him with the stiff arm. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Oh, he's got some space. Continues to fight for yards. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bears! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Owls moving quickly to the line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he
hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Bernard.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Farrell. Turning it on. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He goes right back to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout.
Punch!
Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Locklear. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Snap it to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Catch is made at the 15. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's the Sooners in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And that offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
And the Owls, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Gets the back moving. The run inside. It's Bernard. There's some room. The 10. Touchdown Owls. They take the lead here in the second half. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Bear offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Locklear. The short hands. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Owls! How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Missouri State offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Ready, go!
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wants to throw. It's Locklear. Makes a grab for a big play. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the touchdown. Owls. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Myers. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got it, looking for a first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space. It's Bernard. Fights off a defender. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Wiggles free. On the move, he fires. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the outside. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Missouri State offense heads out to open this drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Locklear. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Plucks it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. The defense putting points on the board. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Locklear. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. from the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.